Hey guys, I hope you're all having a great day today. Welcome back to Review Sesh. If you've been here before, I really appreciate you coming back to visit me. And if you haven't been here before, give me one moment. Let me tell you who I am and what I do. My name's Mike, and what I do is I review federally legal hemp products and devices. So it doesn't matter whether it's a consumable product of any kind or whether it's a functional device of any type. We're going to be looking at all of that here on this channel. I really hope you enjoy the content that I'm making for you, and I hope you stick around. Guys, we're going to be going on to episode 3, part 3 of the Revisiting Vaphit series. Previous ones, we're just kind of going over the full line, and I showed you the first two. And then the next video, I mentioned a little bit about condensers, what they are, how they're used, how they function, and all that sort of stuff. Today, I figure we're going to be going over water and percolation. And whether or not it's really necessary with devices like these. So without going too far right here on screen, we're going to hop into the overhead camera, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what I think about water and percolation with Vaphit products. Alright guys, we're here on the overhead camera, and I have two other Vaphit products here for you. I will be honest, I do not believe either of these products are available currently. I believe they have been rotated out in lieu of newer products from Vaphit. However, I thought this would be a good chance for me to talk a little bit about percolation and water in products like this. And we have one example of a bubbler here, and this has no water. This will not percolate. This is not for water. As you can see, it does have a carb hole here. This is waterless. Okay, so this right here was the bubbler, the first bubbler that Vaphit released, and you should be able to see some water in here. Unfortunately, the length of this bubbler is just a little bit too short to be able to fill this bubbler up to a good degree. You still get some percolation, you still get some bubbling in there, but I'll be honest, I'm not sure. We're gonna try it out though. Real quick though, the idea of water and percolation in these devices, whether it's vaporization or combustion, there's two things that go into water and percolation, and the first is cleanliness. The water works to clean the vapor or the smoke, whatever you have. In this case, it'd be vapor. It works to clean the vapor. Make sure you don't get any particulates or anything like that pulled through the bowl into the vapor. You don't wind up with any of those Scooby snacks that some of us know about. Additionally, the water, traditionally, it also cools the vapor quite a bit, as it passes through the water and back up out the other side, and like a water pipe, it works as a cooling mechanism. So not a condenser, but a cooler. So is it needed though? Do we really need? We've got 0.10 bowl here. Do we really need this water in this? And as you can see, I'm getting a little bit of a drip out here. Doesn't really like to hold it in there too well. Let me find a little rag and wipe this off. I'll be honest guys, I have used this piece quite a bit, this piece here, but I came to some realizations, and I'm going to be explaining those realizations to you here in a few. We're going to go ahead with this little bit of water in there, with that tiny little bit of water in there. The one good thing is it's not falling through into the bowl, that would not be good. But I'm going to try to give this one here a rip for you guys. Now Vaphit does have a proper bubbler that they've released, which I hope to be getting soon to show you guys. It's a little bit more user-friendly than this piece here. I think as you see me try to use this, you'll understand why this piece is no longer available. Alright, so I've got some Lucky Elk sweater jackets in here. That's a Sunset Sherb crossed with Jiffy Cake, I believe. And one of the things about these devices with the water in it, if you flip this up so you can look in the top of it, you're going to have a heck of a time. So unfortunately, you don't really have that good of a view of your flower if you want to avoid losing the water out of this piece. You can tilt it just a bit. You can kind of start to see when it's changing color there, but it's not as user-friendly. As you can see, I'm not pointing directly up at the camera, and I am losing water as I'm doing this. So we have little to no water left in there because I just lost it. Still a decent hit. But guys, I've been using these devices for nearly a year now. And this thing here, super difficult. Super difficult. Yeah, look at the water falling out. And again, I believe they realized this, and it's one of the reasons that they rotated it out. It didn't even get a proper extraction because I was so worried about losing that water, which I lost anyway. So one of the things that I learned is that with this piece, goodness, you don't really need water in this piece at all. If you remember me talking about condensers with you guys, talking about surface area, one of the things you'll notice here, there's quite a bit more surface area in this. So guess what? It offers a really super smooth vape without water. Really smooth vape without water. And that's why this piece, you can see, is very cloudy. I've been using it a lot. I use this piece quite often, just without the water. Now, here is an example of something, no water, similar build. Remember, I just mentioned surface area. Larger chamber, more surface area. This piece is actually a two-piece. Comes with this little clip. This is called a Keck clip, K-E-K. It is actually a chemistry clip. It's used to hold glass pieces together in chemistry. And what we have here is a condenser. This is a DNA helix condenser. Kind of looks like an icicle. And it's got holes right here, all the way around there, that lead through the mouthpiece. And it sits in here. Now, I don't believe they offer this piece either anymore. Reasoning being, I'm assuming, is because of the fragility of this piece. And it is fragile. It's two pieces, and these little welded joints inside for the condenser rod can be quite tricky. If you knock this just in the right way, that piece in there is going to break off, unfortunately. But this is a very fine example of why you don't need water in these pieces for this amount of extraction. Now there's an answer. If you want percolation, there's an answer for that, and I'll get to that here in just a second. But what you have here is the best of our different types of condensers that we were talking about, minus the dimpled condenser. It's an inline, But in line, if you look closely, there's actually another tube in there, which is similar to the tube that would be separating the water and the air chamber in that. So you essentially you have two walls of glass, all that surface area, plus you have the condenser adding more surface area and helping to cool that vapor coming down that path. This is a very good example of something that cools and something that helps keep things clean without water. There's a lot of contact with glass in this piece for your vapor path. It's a longer stem. That does help keep it cool as well. So. You're going to get a good extraction out of this one, I believe. Starting to see some color change, starting to see it darken just a bit. Try to get an even roast. Find the carb hole. Super smooth, super cool vapor. You can always flutter, add more cool air to the chamber. Very, very nice. I'm actually kind of bummed out that I can't seem to find this particular device on the Vaphit website anymore, because it's quite nice. Now their newer devices, the next two that we get to, I think will show you why they got rid of these in lieu of those others. Very smooth. Very smooth. Alright guys, so say you do want some water percolation, you just have to have that clean hit that you get with water. Well, there's an answer for that, and you guys have already seen it, and that's your WPA. This is your best value here, guys. This is the best value, the best way for you to get water percolation and get a clean water hit with these products. And for that, you're going to need another piece, whatever your favorite piece would be. If you have a water pipe and it has a 14mm joint, you can use this. So that's what we're going to be doing now. If you watched the first video, you saw me use this. I'm going to go ahead and give it one more go for you. And in my opinion, guys, if you are going to be getting, if it's a doesn't matter if it's a Vaphit product or any other torch-driven vaporizer product, you are going to be wanting to stick with the WPAs or the direct water. They hold water themselves. You know what I mean? You want to add this to it. You don't need a native water bubbler for these devices, guys. And in fact, it's going to make things much more difficult for you trying to use a native bubbler on these devices versus using your favorite water pipe. And that, guys, is how you get proper percolation with a Vaphit product. Now, on the next video, we'll be going over the Vaphit X and the Vaphit QOQ. And the Vaphit X is a massive step up, guys. I think you're going to be really interested to see it. Some of you guys have seen it before. It happens to be my most popular Vaphit video on my channel. So we're going to be going over that and the QOQ tomorrow. We're going to be putting both of those side by side. Well, maybe not tomorrow, but on the next video we're going to be putting both of those side by side. And I'm going to give you the pros and cons of both, what I like about both, and if there's anything negative about either, I'm going to let you guys know. But till I see you next time, guys, I want you to take care of yourselves, take care of your families and your loved ones. Go out there, get some fresh air, find something to laugh at. You know, a smile is worth everything, and if you can go out there and smile, other people will smile with you. Before you know it, you're making friends. That's what it's about, guys. We're here building relationships. It's one of the reasons that I, you know, really enjoy this channel. I'm meeting so many different people in the course of making these videos, and I'm making a lot of friends, guys, and I really am blessed to have you all with me, and I really appreciate you being here. So as always, I want you to stay lifted and stay blessed. Peace.